nobody's guessed my top song on this album.
Wow.
Nobody's gotten there. Nobody said it. Come on,
Right,
guys.
Let's hit the next song.
You have a top song on this?
Oh yeah. There's a tune I love on this.
This song is
album.
called Sick Man. This
Sick
next
Man.
song is called Sick
My
Man.
sick
Alright,
man.
let's go.
Don't care who you. Okay, sorry. I'll tell you this ground thing.
Christopher Jordan, you're right.
What does Christopher Jordan
He
say?
got my song.
Okay.
Yeah, he got my song.
Is it still lagging, guys? Let me know. I'm paranoid now.
Brandon said you guys gotta know that this music was a scene back in the day.
Pardon?
Brandon said you guys gotta know that this music was a scene back in the day.
Really?
Yes, it's like a whole vibe, like a whole thing, the culture in itself.
Right.
Phil said it's lagging, but it's all good.
Oh, bloody hell.
But I feel like what they've shared about his addiction really does give a understanding to the sound, because this really does sound like it's a bit. You could just imagine him being waved.
Yeah.
And then he's recording bits,
Yeah.
maybe on different days, and then he's just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, sounds a bit System of a Down here.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
I hear you.
Like the highest pitch of the melody. Oh, even.
Is it Uzi Vert who did a System of a Down cover recently?
Uzi Vert,
Yeah,
the don that put the thing in his head.
I think that's it.
Sick man.
I think so.
Yeah, but
Sick. The young Charles on the guitar, yeah. What's the drum saying?
It's alright.
he's not feeling
That
it.
seems like a reserve. It's alright.
He's not feeling it.
It's alright.
Context of the music, bro. Context of the music.
Context of
It
the-
doesn't need to be chopping on that.
No, I'm not saying it has to be. I don't want it to be. It's just alright. Yes, it's doing its job.
You know the funny thing is about this tune?
Yeah.
Go on.
This is the kind of tune that I would see you kind of making, bro.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, because of the bare transition,
The
right?
mad, yes.
Yeah, the madness to it. Yeah,
Yes,
I hear
indeed.
it still.
Yeah.
I hear it still. That's why I like it. That's why you're sucking my vocal. more information about the scene. It was a really drug-heavy scene.
Oh, really?
Scott McComber was saying, but I was so young at the time that came out that all my memories of the music are super happy, even with a depressed subject matter. I think that's like one of the great things about listening to music when you're young. Don't fully understand the context.
Yeah.
You just appreciate it for what it,
Right. Yeah, it's true.
It's kind of sad though when you grow up, because then you're like, damn, that's what he was singing about.
That's what they was talking about.
That's what he was going through.
Bro,
Yeah.
what do you think of
that's
that
sick,
tune?
man. I think it was artistically. It sounded like a sick man. You know, you could even just with the basics of like the motive changes throughout the whole song. We're here, then we're here. They added some little effects here and there that they don't normally use, or they haven't used in the rest of the songs, like little trinkets, little air candy in places. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was, now that I get the context of it, and I know that he was just really strung out on drugs in a way. Yeah, it just brings context to the whole situation. So
Hear that.
it sounds like a song now. If I ever did have a drug problem, I'd probably want to slap on, because in a weird way, it's kind of like the soundtrack to someone who is in a bad way, you know. Oh, and it's kind of like, I know it sounds a little bit toxic, but it's like, yeah, in my head, it's like I've put this in a little box where it's like, yo, if I'm ever going through some real, you know.
Well, you come back to these.
Oh
tunes.
yeah, you'll just be like, what album can I listen to that's going to allow me to
Soak.
soak and wallow in the mess,
right?
You know it. And here's the thing: is it helpful? Is it going to be helpful? Is it a helpful album? Is it something that I would? That's where it gets a bit tricky, because I don't know if it would help or if it would perpetuate my going in deeper into that hole. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's a tough one, because music does affect your mood.
It does. I look 100%. I will say that, like, the grunge scene had its issues. It wasn't that like, oh, the grunge scene was now reaching out to be doing drugs or everything like that. That was just kind of like the kind of like the darker side of things. It just always ended up being a after kind of effect.
After effect, or is it was it the start? I feel like the drugs started it. Wait.
It wasn't the start.
So here's the question.
The love of music.
No, okay.
The start was the love of music.
Start is the love of music. If he didn't do drugs,
Right.
does his album sound like this?
Did he sound like this when he first entered the market?
Exactly. Did he sound like this when he first entered the market?
I think creatively, yes, he came with this, but then, like, we're talking the influence of melody and the the lyrical content. Yes, I think that was led by the drug addiction, but the creativity, definitely not. The creativity was like they want a band, they want artists based off of drugs. You know what I'm saying? That was not the core. That wasn't what ignited it. What ignited it was the love of music, to be with your brethren, making great rock music, bro.
I got a curveball for that though. So let's say that they entered in the, like you said, his creativity is creativity, right? He had that.
Like anybody that started off in the rock scene, they just wanted to hear, like anybody that even wanted to listen to great stuff. You heard great tunes, like, you know, rock centered tunes that was different and was not the whole hair metal stuff, arena rock, like you said. That was just coming from a different angle. That felt more personal. Yes, they had deeper issues.
Yeah.
And it would be more, you know, it would get you, it would just seem to be more deeper. They had more substance than the music, that the party tunes that were out there before and stuff like that. So it's you know,
can't it be a thing though, like when he came into the game and then, I don't know, he's done his trick to get all the attention of people, and then maybe he's finding what he was once doing before wasn't working, and where the drugs was now used for. Because anybody that's had any kind of addiction will tell you that it starts off as fun, right? That you're enjoying it, but then now somehow, some way, you need this to function. You need this to, you know, to go through your normal day. So it's almost like I can imagine, you know, like he might have got the attention of the people them, and then afterwards he was like, oh man, it's not working, or you know, I need something, and then the edge just got further and further and further away.
When you say it's not working, what's not working?
So like, okay, cool. So like, I don't know the trajectory of this band. It's a band, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know the trajectory of them, but let's just say like they put out an album and they got all the punters listening, all the, you know, people was really getting into them.
Okay.
And then their follow-up album after that didn't do too well, or
Okay.
you know, like, so he
Okay.
but in that initial stage, right, he's getting waved. You know, he's doing his thing. He's having
Waved
his fun,
means getting high, drunk.
getting drunk, getting high, taking it. Check it. Hear the rest of the trajectory.
Okay. I'm gonna give you time.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
Well,
give you time. Go on.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yes.
But so then, okay, cool. So this is all hypothetical at this point, right? So people in the comments, if this is true, please. If it's not, you know, whatever, say the same. He puts out an album. They put out that album.
Right.
It's great. It does bits. It does numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Then their follow-up doesn't really take the way it did take before, right?
Right.
Cool. But people are still messing with him, right?
Okay.
In the come up, which was the first album, let's say, they was getting waved, getting high, getting drunk, enjoying themselves. Everything was cool, right?
Right.
The second project doesn't do so well, so they're still doing the drugs.
This is a hypothetical.
A hypothetical
All right.
thing,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Go.
They're still doing the drugs. They're still doing the drugs. But now the drugs ain't associated with happy times. It's
Okay.
associated with like, oh man, we gotta make a project that the people gonna like and rah rah rah.
Okay.
Then out of desperation, they come up with some next alternative thing
Okay.
in the studio where they was in a funny kind of mind and place and so on.
Right.
And yeah, that's like a vicious cycle you've now built yourself into, from getting high, having fun, to not having fun but still needing to get high, creating, and then, oh wow, the people actually like it when I'm miserable. Okay, cool. Maybe it's like method acting. You know, there's people that have method acting,
You know what?
and they get stuck in it. You know what I mean?
I get. You know what?
So say sorry then if you get what I'm saying. Say sorry.
I'm just saying, the story was going a bit funky, man.
No, because you
Just
kept doing
you were
this.
saying.
Your facial expressions were throwing me off. You was messing me off. You was messing me around.